a primitive mulch method that works better than anything modern. After a long day, there is something deeply calming about stepping into a quiet garden where leaves gently overlap and the soil holds stories of slow growth and patience. Watching vegetables stretch toward the light or noticing tiny changes in the soil can feel like breathing out after hours of noise and rush. Gardening doesn't ask for perfection, only presence, care, and small moments of attention. It becomes a simple way to reconnect with nature while nurturing fruit, vegetables, and even peace of mind. Welcome to Zoom Garden, a cozy corner where garden tips feel less like instructions and more like friendly conversations. Here, the garden becomes a small living room filled with greenery, warmth, and practical ideas that actually work. Today's topic is about returning to a primitive mulch method that quietly outperforms many modern solutions. This approach reminds us that simple, natural choices can make a garden more alive, more balanced, and far more comforting. One, what this primitive mulch really is. This primitive mulch method is not complicated, expensive, or difficult to find. It uses natural materials such as dried leaves, straw, grass clippings, or chopped plant waste that already exist around the home. Unlike processed mulch products, these materials break down slowly and naturally, feeding the soil over time. This method supports vegetables, fruit plants, and herbs by creating a soft protective layer on the soil surface. It keeps the garden environment closer to how nature manages itself. The soil stays darker, cooler, and more alive beneath the surface. Many gardeners notice healthier vegetable roots and steadier plant growth when using this approach. Practical tip: apply a loose layer about 5 to 7 centimeters thick around plants, leaving a small gap around stems. Two, why modern mulch often falls short. Many modern mulch products focus on appearance rather than function. While they can look neat, they sometimes compact too tightly or block airflow to the soil. This can slow down beneficial organisms that help vegetables and fruit plants grow stronger. Over time, soil under modern covers may dry unevenly or lose its natural texture. Primitive mulch works differently by staying breathable and flexible. It allows rain and water to pass through gently while protecting moisture underneath. The soil remains soft and easy to work with season after season. Practical tip: avoid mulch layers that feel stiff or form hard crusts after watering. Three, moisture retention that actually works. One of the biggest advantages of primitive mulch is how well it holds moisture. Instead of water evaporating quickly under the sun, the mulch acts like a natural blanket. This is especially helpful for vegetable gardens and fruit plants in warm or dry conditions. The soil stays evenly damp without becoming soggy. Plants experience less stress and grow more consistently. This reduces the need for frequent watering, saving time and energy. It also helps urban gardening setups where water access may be limited. Practical tip: water deeply first, then apply mulch to lock moisture in. Four, natural temperature control for roots. Soil temperature plays a major role in plant health. Primitive mulch protects roots from extreme heat during the day and sudden cooling at night. This creates a stable environment for vegetables, herbs, and fruit plants. When roots stay comfortable, plants focus energy on growth instead of survival. Modern materials sometimes trap too much heat or reflect it unevenly. Natural mulch adjusts naturally with the weather. This balance supports steady growth throughout the season. Practical tip: refresh mulch thickness before peak heat periods. Five, weed control without chemicals. Weeds compete with vegetables and fruit for nutrients, water, and space. Primitive mulch blocks sunlight from reaching weed seeds, slowing their growth naturally. At the same time, it does not suffocate the soil. Weeds that do appear are usually weaker and easier to remove. This reduces the need for chemical solutions. A healthier garden ecosystem begins to form on its own. Over time, weed pressure decreases noticeably. Practical tip: add mulch right after weeding for best results. Six, soil life you can see and feel. Healthy soil is alive, and primitive mulch supports that life. Earthworms, microbes, and beneficial insects thrive beneath organic layers. These organisms improve soil structure and help vegetables absorb nutrients. The soil becomes darker, softer, and richer over time. Modern covers often limit this activity. Natural mulch invites life back into the garden. This creates long-term fertility without extra effort. Practical tip: gently lift mulch occasionally to check soil moisture and life activity. Seven, budget-friendly gardening made simple. Gardening does not need to be expensive to be effective. Primitive mulch uses materials that are often free or already available. Fallen leaves, garden trimmings, and dry grass can all be reused. This makes it ideal for home gardens, urban gardening, and small spaces. Money saved can be used for seeds, vegetables, or fruit plants instead. It also reduces waste going to landfills. Simplicity becomes part of the garden's beauty. Practical tip: store dry leaves in bags for future mulching. how to apply it the right way. Application matters just as much as material choice. Mulch should be spread evenly, not piled heavily in one spot. Air gaps help prevent rot and pests. It should always sit on moist soil, not dry ground. This ensures moisture retention works properly. Keeping space around plant stems prevents disease. Gentle layering gives the best results. Practical tip: reapply small amounts rather than one heavy layer. Nine. Common mistakes to avoid. Using mulch incorrectly can reduce its benefits. Too thick a layer can block airflow. Too thin, and moisture escapes too quickly. Mixing fresh green material without drying may cause odor or heat. Ignoring seasonal changes can also affect results. Primitive mulch works best when adjusted with care. Observation is more important than strict rules. Small corrections make a big difference. Practical tip: check mulch condition every 2 weeks. When this method works best. This primitive mulch method shines in vegetable gardens, fruit beds, and mixed home gardens. It works especially well in warm climates and raised beds. Containers can also benefit with lighter layers. It supports steady growth rather than fast, forced results. Gardens feel calmer and more balanced with this approach. Plants respond with healthier leaves and roots. Consistency brings long-term success. Practical tip: start mulching early in the growing season. Conclusion. Simple garden changes that matter. This primitive mulch method brings together comfort, beauty, and function in one simple practice. It supports vegetables, fruit plants, soil health, and stress-free garden tips all at once. Small actions create visible change without pressure. Gardening becomes more forgiving and more enjoyable. Each layer adds quiet strength to the garden. Nature responds when given space to work naturally. Grow calm, grow consistently. Gardening is not about perfection, but about connection and care. With simple mulch choices, any garden can feel more alive and welcoming. These garden tips are meant to fit real homes, real schedules, and real budgets. If this idea inspired a small change, let it grow slowly and naturally. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite garden ideas in the comments. Zoom Garden is always here to grow together, one gentle step at a time.